The Indian Army, as the land-based branch of the Indian Armed Forces, plays a pivotal role in ensuring national security and unity. Its responsibilities encompass defending the nation from external aggression, managing internal threats, and maintaining peace within its borders. Additionally, the Army conducts humanitarian rescue operations during natural calamities and can be requisitioned by the government to address internal disturbances. Historical background. Established on April 1, 1895, the Indian Army has a rich history that predates its current formation. Initially part of the British Indian Army, it underwent significant transformations post-independence in 1947. The Army has been actively involved in various conflicts, including 4 wars with neighboring Pakistan and 1 with China. Notable operations such as Operation Vijay, Operation Meghdoot, and Operation Cactus highlight its strategic capabilities. Beyond warfare, the Indian Army has participated in numerous United Nations peacekeeping missions, showcasing its commitment to global peace and security. Organizational structure. The Indian Army's organizational framework is meticulously designed to address diverse operational requirements. Commands. The Army is divided into 7 commands, each responsible for specific geographical regions. These commands ensure operational readiness and effective management of resources. Field formations. The basic field formation is a division, complemented by brigades, battalions, and regiments. This hierarchical structure facilitates efficient command and control during operations. Specialized Corps. To address specific operational needs, the Army comprises various corps, including Armored Corps, equipped with main battle tanks and armored vehicles. Artillery Corps, manages field guns, howitzers, and missile systems. Army Aviation Corps, provides aerial support using helicopters and unmanned aerial vehicles. Corps of Engineers, responsible for combat engineering tasks, including fortifications and demolitions. Signals Corps, ensures robust communication networks across all levels. Personnel strength. As of recent data, active personnel. Approximately 1,237,000 soldiers serve actively in the Indian Army, making it one of the largest standing armies globally. Reserve personnel. The Army maintains a reserve force of around 960,000 individuals, ready to be mobilized when necessary. Paramilitary forces. In addition to the regular Army, India has substantial paramilitary forces that assist in internal security and border management. Infantry and small arms. The infantry forms the backbone of the Indian Army, equipped with a range of small arms to ensure combat readiness. Assault rifles. SIG 716. The Army has procured 70,000 units of the Sig Sauer SIG 716 assault rifles for frontline troops engaged in counter-militancy operations. AK-203. To replace older models, the Army plans to manufacture 650,000 AK-203 rifles domestically, in collaboration with Russia. Submachine guns. ASME. An indigenous submachine gun, with 550 units ordered for specialized forces. Taurus T-9. Another 550 units have been ordered to enhance close-quarter battle capabilities. Mechanized forces. The Indian Army's mechanized forces are integral to its rapid response and offensive operations. Main battle tanks MBTs. Arjun MBT. The Army plans to deploy 248 Arjun tanks, with developments underway for the Arjun Mk-1A variant. T-90S Bhishma. A fleet of 1,657 Russian-made T-90S tanks bolsters the Army's armored capabilities. Light tanks. Zorawar light tank. Developed for deployment in mountainous terrains, 59 units have been ordered, with plans for an additional 295. Infantry fighting vehicles IFVs. Abhay IFV, a future infantry combat vehicle intended to replace the aging BMP-2 fleet. Tata Kestrel. A modern armored personnel carrier developed indigenously, with a requirement of 198 units. Artillery. Artillery remains a crucial component of the Army's firepower. Field Artillery Rationalization Plan (FARP). Under this plan, the Army aims to procure between 3,000 to 4,000 artillery units, including towed, mounted, self-propelled wheeled, self-propelled tracked, and ultralight 155 mm 39 caliber guns. Towed guns. Dhanush. An order for 114 units has been placed, with 18 already delivered. Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System (ATAGS), a plan to induct 307 units is underway. Self-propelled artillery, K9 Vajra T. 100 units have been delivered, with an additional 100 on order and plans for 100 more. Ultra-light howitzers, M777. All 145 units ordered have been delivered, enhancing the Army's capabilities in difficult terrains. Army Aviation. The Army Aviation Corps provides critical aerial support for various operations. Attack helicopters. HAL Prachand, light combat helicopter, 90 units have been cleared for induction, enhancing close air support capabilities. Utility helicopters. HAL Light Utility Helicopter, LUH, 6 limited series production units have been ordered, with an initial plan for 90 units to replace older models like the Chetak and Cheetah. Missile systems. The Indian Army's missile arsenal is diverse, catering to various strategic requirements. Ballistic missiles. Agni series. Ranging from Agni-I with a 700 km range to Agni-V, which is in the planning stage with an expected range of 8,000–10,000 km and multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles (MIRVs). Cruise missiles. Nirbhay. A long-range subsonic cruise missile with a range of approximately 1,000 km. BrahMos ING. A next-generation supersonic cruise missile under development. Anti-tank guided missiles. NAG. An indigenously developed missile with both ground and air-launched variants. Air defense. To protect against aerial threats, the Army has integrated various air defense systems. Akash Missile System. A medium-range surface-to-air missile system developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO). Barak 8. A long-range surface-to-air missile system developed jointly by India and Israel. Engineers and Signals. The Corps of Engineers and the Corps of Signals are vital for operational success. Engineers. Responsible for tasks such as constructing bridges, laying minefields, and demolitions, ensuring mobility and counter-mobility during operations. Signals. Ensures secure and reliable communication networks, which are crucial for command and control. Logistics and support. Efficient logistics are the backbone of sustained military operations. Vehicles. High-mobility vehicles. Tata Motors offers a range of 6x6, 8x8, and 12x12 high-mobility trucks for transporting troops, ammunition, and essential supplies. Ashok Leyland Stallion. A versatile logistics vehicle used extensively for troop and equipment transport across different terrains. Bridging systems. Sarvatra Bridge System. A mobile, fast-deploying bridge designed for rapid river crossings. Mountain foot bridges. Essential for operations in high-altitude areas where traditional infrastructure is lacking. Indian Air Force Strength. The Indian Air Force (IAF) plays a crucial role in safeguarding India's airspace, conducting strategic bombing missions, and providing close air support to ground forces. The IAF has a well-balanced fleet of fighters, bombers, transport aircraft, and helicopters. Personnel strength. The IAF has approximately 170,000 active personnel, including pilots, engineers, ground staff, and support personnel. Combat aircraft. Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. The backbone of the IAF, with over 260 units in service. Dassault Rafale. 36 units have been procured from France, providing advanced capabilities such as beyond visual range combat and electronic warfare. MiG-29 UPG. Upgraded variants of the MiG-29 fighter, with around 66 units operational. HAL Tejas. India's indigenous multi-role fighter, with 40 units in service and 83 Tejas Mk-1A variants on order. Mirage 2000. Around 50 aircraft in service, upgraded with modern avionics and weapons. Transport aircraft. C-17 Globemaster III. 11 heavy-lift transport aircraft used for strategic airlift operations. C-130J Super Hercules. 12 aircraft in service, used for special operations and rapid troop deployment. Antonov AN-32. Around 100 units used for tactical transport missions. Aerial refueling tankers. IL-78 MKI. 6 units used for mid-air refueling of fighter jets, extending operational range. Airborne Early Warning and Control AEW&C. Netra AEW&C. 3 units developed by DRDO, enhancing air surveillance capabilities. Falcon AWACS. 3 units mounted on IL-76 platforms, significantly improving situational awareness. Helicopters. Apache AH-64E, 22 attack helicopters in service, with additional units planned. HAL Drew, indigenous multi-role helicopter used for transport and medical evacuation. Mi-17 volts 5, around 150 units used for troop transport and combat support. Chinook CH-47F, 15 units in service for heavy lift operations, including artillery transport. Indian Navy strength. The Indian Navy is a blue water force capable of securing India's maritime interests, conducting power projection operations, and providing humanitarian assistance in regional crises. Personnel strength. The Navy has approximately 75,000 active personnel, including sailors, officers, and naval aviation crew. Aircraft carriers. INS Vikrant, a 44,500-ton aircraft carrier equipped with MiG-29K fighters. INS Vikrant, India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, commissioned in 2022. Destroyers. Visakhapatnam class, a new generation of stealth-guided missile destroyers, with 4 planned. Kolkata class, 3 advanced destroyers equipped with BrahMos missiles. Frigates. Shivalik class, 3 stealth frigates designed for multi-role operations. Talwar class, 6 frigates with advanced anti-air and anti-submarine warfare capabilities. Corvettes. Kamorta class, 4 anti-submarine warfare corvettes designed for coastal defense. Kora class, 4 missile corvettes with offensive capabilities. Submarines. INS Arihant nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, the first SSBN of India, with a second unit under construction. Scorpene class, Kalvari class, 6 diesel-electric attack submarines with air-independent propulsion under construction. Hilo class, Sindhughosh class, 8 conventional attack submarines. Shishumar class, 4 German-designed submarines used for patrol and surveillance. Naval aviation. MiG-29K, naval variant of the MiG-29, used on aircraft carriers. Boeing P-8I Poseidon, 12 units used for maritime patrol and anti-submarine warfare. HAL Drew, used for search and rescue and transport roles. Amphibious warfare. INS Jalashwa, the largest amphibious warfare ship, capable of carrying troops and helicopters for expeditionary missions. Shardul-class landing ship tank LST, 3 units designed for amphibious assault operations. Missile capabilities of the Indian Armed Forces. India has developed a robust missile arsenal for strategic deterrence and battlefield supremacy. Strategic ballistic missiles. Agni-V, a long-range intercontinental ballistic missile with a range exceeding 5,000 kilometers. Agni-3, a medium-range ballistic missile with a range of 3,500 kilometers. Shaurya, a hypersonic surface-to-surface missile with a range of 750 km. Cruise missiles. BrahMos, a supersonic cruise missile with land, sea, and air-launched variants, capable of striking targets up to 450 kilometers away. Nirbhay, a subsonic cruise missile with a range of 1,000 kilometers. Air defense missiles. S-400 Triumph, 5 regiments procured from Russia for advanced air defense. Barak 8, a medium-range surface-to-air missile system developed with Israel. Akash missile system, a domestically developed air defense system for protecting strategic assets. Conclusion. The Indian Armed Forces stand among the most formidable military institutions globally, boasting a diverse and modern arsenal across land, air, and sea. With continuous advancements in indigenous defense production, strategic deterrence capabilities, and enhanced combat readiness, India is poised to safeguard its sovereignty and maintain regional stability. The integration of new generation weaponry, indigenous technological innovations, and enhanced joint operations among the Army, Air Force, and Navy ensure that India's defense posture remains robust in the face of evolving threats. Modernization and future development plans. The Indian Armed Forces are undergoing significant modernization to enhance combat capabilities, improve self-reliance in defense production, and maintain strategic superiority in the region. The focus is on indigenization, advanced technology integration, and strengthening defense partnerships. Indian Army Future Developments. Future Infantry Soldier is a system (FINSS). The Army is equipping infantry soldiers with modern battlefield technology, including advanced assault rifles, body armor, communication devices, and night vision goggles. Main Battle Tank (MBT) development. The Arjun Mk-1A is being upgraded, and development of the Future Ready Combat Vehicle (FRCV) is in progress to replace older T-72 tanks. Advanced Artillery Systems. Under the Field Artillery Rationalization Plan (FARP), the Army is procuring 155 mm howitzers, including the ATAGS and Mounted Gun Systems (MGS). Future Tactical Communication System (TCS). A next-generation secure communication network is being developed to enhance battlefield connectivity. Light tanks for mountain warfare. The Army is procuring the Zorawar light tank for high-altitude warfare, specifically for deployment along the line of actual control (LAC). Indian Air Force future plans. Fighter aircraft procurement. The IAF plans to acquire 114 multi-role fighter aircraft (MRFA) under the Make in India initiative, with contenders including the Rafale, F-21, Su-35, and Gripen-E. Indigenous fighter programs. Tejas Mk-2. A more advanced version of the Tejas with enhanced range, payload, and avionics. Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft AMCA-A 5th Generation Stealth Fighter under development by HAL and DRDO. Airborne Early Warning and Control AEW&C systems. Additional Netra AEW&C and Falcon AWACS aircraft are being procured to improve airspace surveillance. Upgradation of air defense systems. The IAF is integrating S-400 Triumph air defense systems and developing indigenous long-range air defense systems like Akashing and XRSAM. Heavy transport aircraft and UAV development. The IAF is considering new heavy-lift transport aircraft to replace older fleets. Indigenous unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) like the Ghatak UCAV and Rustam II are under development for reconnaissance and strike roles. Indian Navy future expansion. 3rd Aircraft Carrier, INS Vikrant. A proposed 65,000-ton aircraft carrier with a catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery (CATOBAR) system, enabling the launch of heavier aircraft. Submarine modernization. Project 75I. Development of 6 next-generation diesel-electric submarines with air-independent propulsion (AIP). INS. Arihant-class expansion. Additional nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines (SSBNs) are planned to enhance India's nuclear triad. New destroyers and frigates. Visakhapatnam-class destroyers Project 15B with stealth features and advanced weaponry. Next-generation frigates Project 17A with enhanced stealth, radar, and missile systems. Naval aviation enhancements. Additional MiG-29K fighters and advanced naval multi-role carrier-based fighters (MRCBF) are being evaluated. Indigenous naval utility helicopters (NA) to replace aging Chetak helicopters. Defense indigenization and strategic partnerships. Make in India initiative. The Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and private sector companies like HAL, Bharat Electronics, L&T, and Tata Advanced Systems are leading efforts to reduce dependency on foreign imports. Defense deals and strategic alliances. Strengthening defense ties with the United States, France, Russia, and Israel for technology transfer. Collaboration with the Quad Alliance India, US, Japan, Australia to enhance maritime security in the Indo-Pacific. Development of hypersonic weapons. India is working on hypersonic glide vehicles (HGVs) and hypersonic cruise missiles (HCMs) under the HSTDV Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle project. Artificial intelligence and cyber warfare. The Army, Navy, and Air Force are integrating AI-driven battlefield analytics and cyber warfare capabilities to counter emerging threats. The Defense Cyber Agency (DCA) has been established to enhance cybersecurity. Nuclear Deterrence and Strategic Forces Command. India maintains a credible minimum deterrence under its No First Use (NFU) nuclear doctrine. The Strategic Forces Command (SFC) controls India's nuclear arsenal, which includes Agni-V ICBM under development with MIRV multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles capability. K-4 and K-5 SLBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles deployed on INS Arihant-class submarines. BrahMos 2 hypersonic missile, a planned Mach 7 capable missile for strategic strikes. Challenges and future readiness. Despite its strength, the Indian armed forces face several challenges. Border tensions. Ongoing standoff with China along the Ladakh and continued Pakistan-sponsored terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. Defense budget constraints. Modernization requires increased defense spending while balancing social and economic development. Technology dependence. Reducing reliance on Russian, Israeli, and Western defense technology remains a priority. Cyber and space warfare. The emergence of cyberattacks, electronic warfare, and anti-satellite ASAT threats necessitates greater focus on space-based defense assets. Conclusion. The Indian Armed Forces are among the world's most formidable, with a strong army, air force, and navy working in tandem to protect national security. With ongoing modernization, indigenous defense production, and strategic partnerships, India is strengthening its defense capabilities for future challenges. The integration of next-generation technology, AI, cyber warfare, hypersonic weapons, and space-based assets will ensure that India remains prepared for any emerging threats. The future of India's military strength lies in self-reliance, advanced technology, and global strategic partnerships, ensuring its place as a dominant regional power and a key player in global security dynamics. The Indian Armed Forces operate under various specialized agencies and commands that ensure strategic coordination, intelligence gathering, and defense preparedness. These agencies work in tandem with the Army, Navy, and Air Force to enhance operational efficiency and national security. Key agencies of the Indian Armed Forces. 1. Ministry of Defense (MOD). The Ministry of Defense is responsible for the formulation and execution of policies related to national security and defense. It oversees the Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and associated paramilitary forces. The MOD consists of several departments. Department of Military Affairs (DMA), Department of Defense (DoD), Department of Defense Production (DDP), Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO), Department of Ex-Servicemen Welfare (DESW). 2. Integrated Defense Staff (IDS), established to enhance coordination between the three services Army, Navy, and Air Force. Headed by the Chief of Defense Staff (CDs), who ensures joint operations and modernization efforts. Works on developing joint doctrines, logistics integration, and cyber warfare capabilities. 3. Strategic Forces Command (SFC), oversees India's nuclear arsenal and ensures credible deterrence. Operates under the Nuclear Command Authority (NCA), headed by the Prime Minister. Manages the deployment and security of Agni, Prithvi, and K-series nuclear missiles. 4. Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO), India's premier agency for defense research and indigenous weapons development. Responsible for projects like Agni and BrahMos missiles, Arjun tank, Tejas fighter, and INS Arahant submarine. Focuses on hypersonic weapons, artificial intelligence, and space-based defense technologies. 5. Defense Intelligence Agency (DIA), the primary military intelligence agency, responsible for gathering and analyzing foreign and domestic intelligence. Works closely with the Research and Analysis Wing (RAW) and other intelligence agencies. Provides strategic inputs for border security and counterterrorism operations. 6. National Technical Research Organization (NTRO), specialized in electronic warfare, satellite surveillance, and cyber intelligence. Supports the armed forces in signals intelligence (SIGINT), electronic intelligence (ELINT), and geospatial intelligence (GEOINT). Monitors enemy communications and cyber threats. 7. Defense Space Agency (DSA), oversees space-based defense operations, including satellite communication and missile tracking. Works with ISRO and DRDO to develop anti-satellite ASAT weapons and space-based surveillance systems. Manages military satellites like GSAT-7, Rukmani, and Cartosat series. 8. Defense Cyber Agency (DCA), focuses on cyber warfare, cyber defense, and electronic warfare capabilities. Protects military networks from cyberattacks, hacking, and digital espionage. Works with DRDO to develop AI-based cybersecurity solutions. 9. Border Roads Organization (BRO), constructs and maintains strategic roads, bridges, and tunnels in border areas. Plays a crucial role in high-altitude warfare logistics, especially in Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, and Sikkim. Developed important projects like the Atal Tunnel and Darbik-Shyok DBO Road. 10. Indian Coast Guard (ICG) ensures maritime security, coastal surveillance, and anti-smuggling operations. Works with the Indian Navy and State Marine Police to prevent piracy, drug trafficking, and illegal fishing. Operates advanced patrol vessels, hovercraft, and maritime reconnaissance aircraft. 11. National Security Guard (NSG) Special Forces unit specializing in counter-terrorism and hostage rescue operations. Known as the Black Cats, they handle high-risk security threats across the country. Equipped with modern assault rifles, sniper rifles, and surveillance drones. 12. Special Frontier Force (SFF) a covert paramilitary special forces unit that operates under RAW, specialized in high-altitude warfare, guerrilla tactics, and deep penetration missions. Primarily active along the China border and in counter-insurgency operations. 13. Andaman and Nicobar Command (ANC), India's only tri-service command, integrating the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Ensures strategic dominance in the Indian Ocean region (IOR). Hosts naval bases and airstrips for power projection and maritime security. Conclusion. The Indian Armed Forces operate with a well-structured network of agencies, ensuring national security across land, air, sea, space, and cyber domains. These agencies work in coordination with intelligence units, research organizations, and strategic forces, making India a formidable military power with multi-dimensional defense capabilities.